Worry is not a flaw in your character. It is a pattern stored in your body, a signal that has been running so long you may have forgotten it was ever a choice. Right now, in this moment, your shoulders might be carrying weight that does not belong to today. Your jaw might be clenched around words you have not spoken. Your chest might be tight with breaths you have not fully taken. And somewhere beneath all of that, beneath the noise and the planning and the what-ifs, there is a part of you that remembers what peace feels like. That part has never left. It is waiting quietly for you to return. Breathing is not something you do, it is something you are. Before you had language, before you had thoughts, before you learned to worry, you had breath. It was your first conversation with the world. You inhaled, and life said yes. You exhaled, and life said, I receive you. There was no negotiation, no earning, no proving, just the simple, sacred exchange of being alive. And that exchange is still happening now, in this very moment, whether you are paying attention or not. Your body has been breathing you through every worry, every fear, every sleepless night. It has never stopped believing in your right to be here. When you were small, breath was easy. It moved through you like water, filling every corner, leaving nothing tense or held. You did not think about it. You did not control it. You simply allowed it. But somewhere along the way, you learned to brace. You learned that the world could be unpredictable, that people could leave, that circumstances could shift without warning. And so you began to hold your breath just a little, as if tightness could protect you, as if tension could keep the next hard thing from arriving. And now, years later, that holding has become invisible. You do not even notice that you are doing it. But your body notices. Your body carries the SCO. Worry lives in the space between what is and what might be. It is the mind's attempt to control a future that has not yet arrived, to prepare for pain before it happens, to brace for loss before it is real. And while the mind believes it is helping, the body pays the price. The shoulders rise, the breath shallows, the belly tightens, the heart races, and in that state, you are not present. You are not here. You are somewhere in a tomorrow that may never come, fighting battles that do not yet exist. Meanwhile, this moment, the only moment you truly have, passes by unnoticed. But here is the truth the worry does not want you to know. You are allowed to put it down. You are allowed to stop rehearsing disaster. You are allowed to trust that you will meet whatever comes when it comes, and that you do not need to live it twice, once in your mind and once in reality. Letting go of worry is not naive. It is not careless. It is not pretending that life is always easy. It is simply choosing not to abandon yourself to fear. It is choosing to stay present, to stay soft, to stay available to the goodness that is also here. And the way back to presence is always through the breath. Not because breath is magic, but because breath is honest. It tells the truth about where you are. When the breath is shallow and high in the chest, you are in fear. When the breath is deep and low in the belly, you are in trust. The breath does not lie. It does not perform. It simply reflects. And when you bring your attention to it, when you consciously slow it, soften it, deepen it, you send a message to every cell in your body. We are safe. We are here. We are home. You do not need to fix yourself to be worthy of peace. You do not need to resolve every problem, answer every question, or ensure every outcome before you are allowed to exhale. Peace is not a reward for a life well managed. It is your natural state, the ground beneath all the noise, and you access it not by doing more, but by releasing the grip, by softening the jaw, by dropping the shoulders, by letting the breath move all the way down into the belly, into the hips, into the legs, until you remember that you are not just a thinking mind floating in space. You are a body, rooted, held, supported by the earth beneath you. This moment right here is the only place where life is actually happening, not in the meeting you are worried about tomorrow, not in the conversation you are replaying from last week, not in the outcome you are trying to control or the mistake you are trying to avoid. Life is happening here, in the rise and fall of your chest, in the softness of your hands, in the beating of your heart. And when you return to this moment, when you come back to the breath, you find that most of what you have been carrying does not belong here. It is borrowed from a future that has not arrived and a past that has already gone. And in this moment, in this breath, you are okay, you are whole, you are enough. There is a voice inside you that has learned to speak in worry. It is the voice that says if you relax, something bad will happen. If you stop planning, you will be caught off guard. If you let go of control, everything will fall apart. This voice believes it is protecting you. It believes that worry is vigilance, that anxiety is preparedness, that tension is strength. But it is wrong. Worry does not keep you safe. It only keeps you small. It keeps you locked in a loop, replaying the same fears, imagining the same disasters, never arriving at peace. And so you must speak. Eke to that voice the way you would speak to a frightened child, with gentleness, with compassion, with understanding. You do not shame it. You do not push it away. You simply say, "Thank you for trying to keep me safe. I know you are scared, but I do not need to live this way anymore. I am allowed to feel calm. I am allowed to trust. I am allowed to believe that I will know what to do when the time comes, and that I do not need to carry the weight of every possible future in my body right now." Breath is the bridge between fear and trust. It is the tool that alchemizes tension into spaciousness, tightness into flow, mental loops into clarity. When you inhale slowly, deeply, intentionally, you are not just filling your lungs, you are inviting life back in. You are saying yes to presence, yes to calm, yes to the possibility that you are allowed to feel good even when everything is not yet resolved. And when you exhale slowly, fully, consciously, you are not just releasing air, you are releasing the grip. You are letting go of what you cannot control. You are trusting that the universe is capable of holding what you have been trying so hard to manage on your own. You can practice this anywhere, in the middle of a busy day, in the middle of a difficult conversation, in the middle of the night when worry wakes you and will not let you rest. You can place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, and you can breathe slowly, deeply, with intention. And as you do, you can say to yourself, "I am safe, I am here, I am enough." You do not have to believe it completely. You do not have to feel it fully. You simply have to offer it gently to the part of you that has forgotten. Your body has been trying to tell you something for a long time. It has been whispering and sometimes shouting that it is tired of bracing, that it is ready to soften, that it wants to feel safe in your care. But perhaps you have not known how to listen. Perhaps you have been so focused on what is happening outside of you that you have forgotten to check in with what is happening inside. And so the body has learned to hold, to tighten, to prepare. And over time, that holding has become the baseline. You have forgotten what it feels like to be loose, to be easeful, to be free. But the body's wisdom is patient. It does not give up on you. It keeps signaling, it keeps inviting, it keeps offering you the truth over and over in the language of sensation. And when you finally turn your attention inward, when you finally pause and ask, "What do you need?" the body answers. It says, "Soften your jaw, drop your shoulders, let your belly be soft, breathe all the way down. Let me show you what peace feels like." And when you listen, when you respond, something shifts. Not because you have solved all your problems, not because the future is suddenly certain, but because you have come home to yourself. You have stopped abandoning your body to the demands of your mind. You have stopped sacrificing your present moment peace for the illusion of control over what comes next. You have chosen to be here, fully, in this breath, in this body, in this life. There is a deep connection between the way you breathe and the way you feel about yourself. When you hold your breath, you are saying, "I do not deserve to take up space." When you breathe shallowly, you are saying, "I must stay small, stay ready, stay on guard." When you sigh with relief, you are saying, "I can finally let go, if only for a moment." But when you breathe deeply, slowly, with full permission, you are saying something else instead. Rely. You are saying, "I am allowed to be here. I am allowed to feel good. I am allowed to trust that I am worthy of peace, not because I have earned it, but because I exist." You do not need to accomplish anything to deserve calm. You do not need to be perfect or healed or beyond struggle. You do not need to have all the answers or to never feel afraid or to always know what comes next. You are allowed to breathe deeply and feel peaceful even when your life is messy, even when things are unresolved, even when you do not know how it will all turn out. Peace is not a prize for a life without problems. It is a choice you make in the middle of them. And that choice begins with the breath. It begins with the willingness to pause, to notice, to soften. It begins with the understanding that your body is not the enemy, your emotions are not the enemy, your worry is not the enemy. They are all just signals, messengers, trying to guide you back to yourself. And the way you respond to them changes everything. You can push them away, shame them, try to override them with willpower and distraction, or you can meet them with tenderness. You can say, "I see you, I hear you, I am here." And then you can breathe, and in that breath, something loosens, something softens, something remembers. You have spent so much of your life in your head thinking, planning, analyzing, trying to figure it all out. And while the mind is a beautiful tool, it is not the whole of who you are. You are also a body with its own intelligence, its own knowing, its own voice. And that body has been trying to speak to you through sensation, through tension, through breath. It has been trying to show you where you are holding, where you are bracing, where you are still afraid. And it has been trying to guide you back to ease, back to softness, back to the truth that you are safe enough right now to let go. When you breathe in, imagine that you are breathing in calm, not as a concept, but as a felt experience. Imagine it as light, as warmth, as softness entering your body. Let it fill your chest, your belly, your limbs. Let it reach the places that have been tight for so long you forgot they could soften. And when you breathe out, imagine that you are releasing everything that does not serve you. The worry, the tension, the need to know, the need to control. Let it all go, not with force, but with ease, like a river letting go of what it has carried, trusting that the current will take it where it needs to go. This is not about doing it perfectly. There is no perfect breath. There is no perfect moment. There is only this moment and the willingness to meet it as it is, to be with it, to breathe with it, to trust that you do not need to have it all figured out to be okay. You are okay now. In this breath, in this body, in this life, you are okay. And the more you practice this, the more you return to the breath, the more you begin to notice something shifting. The worry does not disappear completely, but it loosens its grip. The tension does not vanish overnight, but it softens bit by bit. The mind does not stop thinking, but it learns to quiet, to rest, to trust that it does not need to solve everything right now. And in that space, in that softness, you begin to remember who you really are. Not the worry, not the fear, not the endless mental loops, but the one who breathes, the one who is here, the one who has always been enough. You are not broken. You are not too much. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be, learning what you need to learn, healing what you need to heal, at the pace that is right for you. And in the meantime, you are allowed to be kind to yourself. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to exhale. You are allowed to stop trying so hard and simply be. Every exhale is a release. Every inhale is a welcome. Every breath is a choice to stay present, to stay soft, to stay open to the possibility that life can feel good even when it is not perfect. And the more you practice, the more you train your nervous system to remember what peace feels like, the easier it becomes. Not because your circumstances have changed, but because you have changed your relationship to them. You have stopped meeting them with resistance and started meeting them with breath, with presence, with trust. And in that trust, you find something you may have been searching for your whole life, not the absence of challenge, not the guarantee of ease, but the deep, unshakable knowing that you are capable, that you are resilient, that you are held, that you do not need to carry everything alone, that the universe is breathing with you, supporting you, guiding you, even when you cannot see the way forward, especially then. There is a rhythm to life that you cannot control, and trying to control it only creates suffering. But when you let go, when you soften, when you breathe, you align with that rhythm. You stop fighting the current and start flowing with it. You stop bracing for the next wave and start riding it. You stop trying to force outcomes and start trusting the process. And in that trust, you find a kind of peace that does not depend on everything going your way. A peace that is deeper than circumstance. A peace that is yours, no matter what. This is not about bypassing your feelings or pretending everything is fine when it is not. This is about coming back to your body again and again and giving it the message it has been longing to hear. You are safe with me. I will not abandon you. I will not push you beyond your limits. I will listen. I will care. I will breathe with you. And in that listening, in that caring, in that breathing, you build a relationship with yourself that is rooted in love, not fear, in trust, not control, in presence, not perfection. You have been carrying so much for so long, and today, right now, you can begin to put some of it down. Not all of it, not forever, just for this breath, just for this moment. You can let your shoulders drop. You can let your jaw unclench. You can let your belly soften. You can let yourself be held by the earth beneath you, by the air around you, by the life that is breathing you. You can let yourself rest in the knowing that you do not need to have it all together to be loved, to be worthy, to be enough. And as you breathe, as you soften, as you return to this moment over and over again, you begin to notice something beautiful. The worry that once felt so solid, so permanent, so true, begins to reveal itself as just a thought, just a pattern, just a habit. And habits can change, patterns can shift, thoughts can be met with compassion and released. You are not your worry. You are the one who notices the worry. You are the one who breathes beneath it. You are the one who has the power to choose again and again to come back to calm. Every time you pause and take a conscious breath, you are rewiring your nervous system. You are teaching your body that it is safe to relax. You are teaching your mind that it is okay to let go. You are teaching yourself that peace is not something you have to earn or wait for or achieve. It is something you can access right now, in this moment, simply by choosing to be present with your breath. And the more you do this, the more it becomes second nature. The more your body begins to default to calm instead of tension. The more your mind begins to rest instead of race. The more your life begins to feel like something you are living instead of something you are enduring. Not because everything has become easy, but because you have become more present, more grounded, more connected to the truth of who you are beneath all the worry, beneath all the fear, beneath all the noise. You are a being of breath, a being of presence, a being of infinite worth. And every inhale is a reminder that life wants you here. Every exhale is a reminder that you are allowed to let go. Every breath is a new beginning, a fresh start, a return to the truth that you are safe, you are loved, you are enough. So breathe. Breathe in calm, deep and slow, all the way down into your belly. Feel it filling you, soothing you, reminding you that this moment is enough. And then exhale long and full, releasing all the worry, all the tension, all the what-ifs that do not belong to this moment. Let them go. Let them float away like clouds passing through the sky. They do not define you. They do not control you. You are free. And in that freedom, you find your power. Not the power to control every outcome, but the power to choose how you meet each moment, with resistance or with ease, with fear or with trust, with holding or with release. And when you choose ease, when you choose trust, when you choose release, you align with the deepest truth of your being. You remember that you are not here to be perfect. You are here to be present. You are here to breathe. You are here to live. Every breath is an opportunity, an invitation, a gift. And you do not need to wait for everything to be resolved, for all your questions to be answered, for all your fears to disappear before you accept that gift. You can accept it now. You can breathe now. You can feel calm now. Not because you have figured it all out, but because you have chosen to stop fighting and start flowing, to stop bracing and start softening, to stop worrying and start trusting. And that trust does not mean you will never feel fear again. It does not mean you will never worry or doubt or wonder if you are doing it right. It simply means that when those feelings arise, you will have a tool, you will have a practice, you will have a way back to yourself. And that way is always through the breath, always through the body, always through the choice to be here, fully, in this moment, no matter what is happening around you. You are not alone in this. Every human being who has ever lived has known worry, has known fear, has known what it feels like to be caught in the grip of the mind, unable to see a way out. And every human being who has found peace has found it the same way, by returning to the breath, by returning to the body, by returning to the present moment. Over and over again, not once, not perfectly, but again and again, with patience, with compassion, with the understanding that this is the practice, this is the path, this is the way home. So let this be your permission, let this be your invitation, let this be your reminder that you are allowed to feel calm, you are allowed to exhale, you are allowed to trust that you are exactly where you need to be, learning what you need to learn, becoming who you are meant to become. And in the meantime, you can breathe, you can soften, you can be kind to yourself, you can choose peace, not as a destination, but as a practice, a rhythm, a return. Breathe in calm, exhale all worry, and know that in this simple act, in this sacred exchange, you are enough. You have always been enough, and you will always be enough. Every breath is proof. Every heartbeat is confirmation. Every moment is an opportunity to remember. You are here. You are alive. You are loved. And that is more than enough. Then